While all kinds of things happened in this movie, like bullying or kids being forced to pay debts for their parents, literal high school kids becoming debt collectors, having to hustle for money as a teenager through sex work, the topic I want to focus on today is friendship. Kai and Jake are seated outside a restaurant, having dinner. He says to her, I have money. You can go someplace better. Oh no, that's fine. My family got bankrupt a while ago, she says. We used to come here a lot, so I just wanted to reminisce. However, he pretends not to have noticed, so she doesn't feel bad. On his way to school the next day, he sees her in a cosmetic shop, struggling to pay her bill over the product she had just purchased. And he immediately steps up behind her and he asks her how much she needs. He immediately brings out an envelope of cash and hands the cashier the exact amount of money needed, and then quietly walks away as if nothing happened. Ben rushes over to inform his friend that the school bullies are after him again. He eagerly urges him to run away from school immediately. Jake, his friend, however, just stares at him blankly as he gets up and hands him a piece of paper with a number on it to call for help. Just as the bullies walk in, he quietly follows them, with Ben closely behind them in an attempt to ensure his safety. I just love how his friend really tried his best to look after him in this scene. Later on, the bullies try to pit them against each other by instigating a power struggle between them in their quote unquote business as literal debt collectors. Kai had gotten herself in some trouble trying to earn money as a sex worker while struggling. A friend tries to help her out by offering her money, but she feels insulted instead. She lashes out at Stas, calling her a disgusting human being. And just as she's about to walk away, she tells her, Don't you ever talk to me again. Stas tries talking to her again in the women's bathroom, insinuating that she is befriending the wrong group of people. Kai simply tells her to mind her own business, and she's not interested in being friends with her, despite her efforts. Despite the conflict between Jake and Ben, Jake still calls him for help when in trouble. However, they immediately engage in an argument again as Jake accuses Ben of betraying him. Kai reminds them that this is not the time to discuss this issue, just as the bullies discover them again and they make a run for it. While Kai and Jake sprint on ahead, Ben trails behind, attempting to buy some time for their escape. As he gets beat up by two of the bullies, Jake immediately stops and turns around after noticing that Ben was not with them. Ben holds onto the legs of the bullies, insisting that he will not let them get to his friend Jake. The bully smashes him across the head with a helmet and he falls to the ground unconscious. Jake immediately rushes over to Kai's house after finding out that she is in danger. She bites the hand of her attacker and shoves him away from her, while another one pulls her by the hair. Do you want to die? He says, while Jake is being held down on the floor. Star steps up from behind with a knife in hand. As she cuts him at the throat, he says his last words. Who are you? And he falls to the ground, bleeding.